Well, hey, new year, new you, same us. Welcome to BSing.
Unfortunately.
Yay! That could be
right.
good or bad.
Well, it depends on how you look at it.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
If it's you, we're glad about that, Dave.
Oh, okay.
Tony.
Still here.
Yeah, we're not, I guess it is what it is. Welcome to BS, and this is that time of the week where we all gather together. You got Tony, Jake, Jen, Danny Dwyer, myself, Mojo. We each bring a topic to the table, something happening in our lives or in pop culture, and we go around the room about it. Now, I want to start with our cliffhanger from the holiday break. We did that, the dollar bill challenge. I gave each of you $1. I'd love to go around the room and hear what you did with said dollar.
Danny? I'm happy to go first.
Go ahead, Danny.
But I got tied up so crazy because I paid it forward. I went to Starbucks, and I have a new puppy, Maui D, and he learned to experience the new pup cup. And if you have a dog and never been to Starbucks before.
Are you about to do my dog ate my dollar?
No.
Okay,
no,
good.
No.
I couldn't do anything.
No, so when you go through drive-through, they offer your dog a pup cup, and it's a tiny little cup just for dogs, and it's full of whipped cream, and it's not bad for the dogs. So we had gone forward through the drive-through, and of course, it was during the holidays. It was a madhouse. It was one of those days. It was just absolutely crazy, and they got infatuated with Maui, and they were like, "It's the cutest little puppy ever." And they're like, "Do you want a pup cup?" And I'm like, "Yes, we'll take one." And he literally licked like crazy and spit whipped cream like all over my car. So the guy was like, and then the lady behind me honked at me like, "Go." And I'm like, because he saw the guy hand us our drinks, and I was like, "Oh my God, I'm so sorry." So I literally saw the dollar, and I'm like, "Just give this to this lady and pay for $1 towards her thing." So I did that, but I was in a rush, and I never took a picture of the guy taking the money because I was worried about the whipped cream all over the steering wheel.
You're fine.
So that was my experience, and it was fun. It was cool. It was nice to give that to the lady who was very angry with me.
And to that lady,
yeah,
nothing. Anybody else want to share their story? Jen?
I just put it in the tip jar at Dutch Bros.
Okay, nothing wrong with that. Did it require like a 20-minute conversation like it normally does at Dutch Bros?
Oh, I love them, though. They're so happy, and they make your day so much better.
I feel like they're working for the feds. What are you doing today? What time are you going to get there? What time are you done?
right.
What are you doing after that?
Where'd
Who's
you
going
do
with you? Who's going to be there?
Drink this, how fast
It's
you
like,
going to
hey,
drink
man,
it?
privacy is an important thing in this world. We already have the internet breaking down those walls as it is.
And
Stop asking me questions and give me my damn coffee. If I wanted to talk, I would have already had my coffee. But I digress.
I
And
love
if
how
they
he
don't
went
like
from
you-
serious political accent to redneck.
Is that my serious political accent?
I don't know.
That's a serious political
I don't know, but he went from Mojo
He's
being
Tony Russell.
serious
No,
into
not me.
redneck.
to like one of the angry senators of the Republic.
He's been getting a little political lately.
Not true.
Not on the air, but you make a lot of political comments
Well,
lately.
fun fact, when I get emotionally invested into something, whether I'm angry or happy or sad or whatever, my accent comes out. I was raised in Texas, mind you.
That is true.
It's not like deep southern
Yeah.
West Virginia accent like
No, it's
Mr.
not.
Russell over here, but
Not quite.
it does come out. So part of that is genuine, and I can't help it. So quit making fun of me.
I'm sorry.
Jake?
I did one. And this one's much like Danny's, and like it wasn't entirely out of the goodness of my heart. I was.
What are you trying to say about Danny?
Oh no, but I mean, like Danny was paying off somebody who was mad at him because he messed up.
Right.
You're right.
Mine is similar in that, like, I was behind somebody in line, and they were trying to use their Oregon Trail card, and so their
Right.
food stamp card.
The
Oh, got it,
EBT
got it, got it.
cards.
Yeah, EBT cards. And so I was behind them, and they had something that wasn't going through. It wasn't clicking through, and they were having a trouble with their card. And so I don't know what the problem was.
So you're like, poop, poop, poop.
I could just
got it.
read the situation that they had just like a tiny amount of food, and they couldn't get their card to go for it. And it wasn't so much that I wanted to help them out as so much as I wanted to
Hurry up the process.
Let's get
Like,
this
come
going.
on.
And I just said, just throw these things on there, and I'll pay for it. It's not a big deal. And I wasn't even thinking about the dollar challenge, but it was at least $1. I mean, it was like $10 or something like that. But they were very thankful, and I was like, "You're welcome." In my head, going, "That's fine. Let's just go."
Right. So it sounds
bad
like
about it.
It's so far with you and Danny that it involved more money than just $1, but $1 was a part of the situation.
Yeah, right.
What about you, Tony?
I put my dollar in the lucky tree.
And how did it turn out for you?
Well, I ended up winning about $80.
Oh. Wow.
Because the lucky tree is a video poker game.
Nice.
Yeah, but under Oregon Lottery, that will go to schools eventually.
There you go.
There
Thank
you
you,
go.
Jake.
Tony
Yes.
is helping the education system of the greater state of Oregon. Good
It's
for you,
it's
Tony.
what I do.
Yeah.
I honestly didn't give myself $1, so I was like, I was traveling with the kids because I go down and bring them up here on Christmas. So I was driving from California to Portland on Christmas Day, and we stopped to fill up at probably somewhere near Redding or whatever. And I'm at the gas station, and this guy comes up and asks me for money, and I was like, no, I'm good. And I watched him go back to his car, and he had like a dog and a kid in the back seat, and I was like, oh, this is that thing. I need to step up. So I swiped my card and filled up his tank.
Oh, that's cool.
So
That's
I didn't
cool.
have like the $1 per se, but I did try to pay it forward. And as soon as I turned him down, I was like, no, that guy needs this. So I stepped up.
Yeah.
Well, but the good thing is all 5 of us pretty much came to the same conclusion. Like, we want to help, even though it's kind of a pain. And it's a little, all right, let's just get it done. But the good news is we all went out of our bounds and helped somebody else. That's the way I look at it.
It was being mindful of the fact that
Sure.
let's pay it forward and spread some kindness and generosity to others.
Because Lord knows we all need it.
And then there was Tony's.
Yeah.
Well, Tony helped
He helped the kids.
Yeah.
So now he's going to take that
build a new trail.
$80.
My kids are in Oregon Public Schools. Tony, I thank you.
Thank you very much.
But he got $80 back, so now he needs to invest that into
Trust me.
somebody.
If every time
that's
I
long
played
gone.
video poker, I'm making a donation to your children, they're getting rich.
Yeah, I think Tony's net donation is probably he's in the safe zone.
Yes, I will guarantee it.
All right, well, we're short on time today, so we got to kind of make this quick. But who wants to throw their topic on the table and go first?
Mine's really quick.
Okay, let's go for it.
And I only bring it up because Jake and I had an argument about it on the show this morning, and we'll probably have another one tomorrow. And that is, there's a new fork out that also has a pizza cutter worked into it. Have you guys seen this thing?
Yeah.
It's genius. And I think it's the greatest thing ever.
Unless
I
you're
clicked the
high.
button on Facebook that said, never show me this again.
Because it can cut. I like to cut my pizza and eat it because I eat it too fast if I just pick it up.
Right?
Yeah.
You know, and so
What are you
Jake's-
guys
easier than a
normalizing
fork.
this for? Stop nodding and saying yeah to Tony on this abomination that he's doing.
He says I'm un-American.
Well, hold on. First of all, I'm a vegan. What's pizza? Second of all,
Right.
Second of all, the only way that article would have been more compelling is if it came from 987thebull.com.
Oh, it is. Did we put it on there? I think I did.
After
put it
the
on
fact, you shared some other
Yeah.
website, Gizmodo.com or something.
But I'll agree with this. Now, here's the thing. I don't agree with it. It's like the storyline said, it's the most useless utensil ever made.
I don't know about that.
But the fact of the matter is that somebody did it, and now it's going to be on sale, and people are going to go look for it and pay $5 for it, and the guy's going to be a millionaire. And
Yes.
it pisses me off.
only because it only makes you mad because you didn't think of
Exactly.
Yeah.
it. And it is not the most useless utensil. The fry fork was the most useless utensil.
Okay, I'll give you that.
Let's be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's
Fair.
that.
There's a reason they ain't
At
selling
least the
that
pizza
on.
cutter fork can cut the pizza.
Right.
So you can then distribute
it
it
in your
out to your
ranch.
That's
friends
true.
in triangle form like it's supposed to be.
The fry fork didn't even come with fries. You had to add your own. It's like,
Yes. Can we talk about that real quick?
Lame.
No, ever cut a pizza in squares. It has
Except
to
for
be
Little Caesars.
Little Caesars
I know.
does.
pizza. No, it's got to be. But they should change that. It's got to be triangles, or it's not real good.
True.
No,
Each
no,
bite
I
must have
disagree.
crust.
Says, do you
I
fork cut
disagree.
it in triangles? No, you don't.
Okay, I don't.
My kids don't eat crust. So when I did eat pizza, having the square cut is great because then you have a bunch of middle pieces that don't have crust, and they can eat all of that, and then you can eat the crust part.
See,
You can
besides
get Amy's vegetarian vegan
yeah, true,
pizza.
but they don't cut it in square.
Oh, it's so good.
Yeah, it is.
besides kids, if you eat a pizza slice and you leave your crust in your plate,
I will use it as
you
a
are
dipper.
a weirdo.
Really?
Well,
That's so
I think you insulted
weird.
most of the room just
I don't
now.
like my pizza crust.
None of
Unless-
you eat your crust.
Well, here's the deal. It depends on the pizza and the company because some
True.
of the crust is like rock hard. I'm like, ugh, nasty. Now, if it's stuffed with cheese like Domino's does on their little things, that's a different story. Then I'll go get a bottle of ranch and I'll enjoy the rest of it.
One of them started doing cheese stuffed crust with bacon on the crust.
Oh, now see, who is that? I want to tell them right
Makes
now.
me want to not be vegan anymore.
If you have the choice, Jen, between like I could have another piece of pizza with the pizza toppings on it or your crust, or are you going to dog people for you got to eat the just extra calories at the end of the crust?
Why don't you just eat 2 pieces of pizza with the crust?
Well, you can have 3 pieces without the crust, get more pizza goodness.
I see
More
Jake's
cheese.
point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys are weird.
Okay.
Does anybody fold the pizza?
I
No.
feel it. Yes.
Get out of
That
here.
is
Thank you for
that
bringing
is
that up.
And dip it.
un-American. You're a terrorist if you do that. And
So New Yorkers are terrorists.
yes, they are. And the thing is that's a taco. When you fold things like that, that's a taco.
That's a calzone.
And it's a calzone.
Calzone.
And calzone's not
that's
pizza.
true.
That is a good point.
That's wrong.
You're not eating pizza.
Jake's logic's scary.
Well, I feel the same way about Chicago style. You're eating a pie.
Oh,
You're eating a
Like
casserole.
it's a
You're eating a
cheesecake.
cheese.
You're
Yeah.
eating a casserole and a bread bowl. Let's be
Definitely.
honest.
Yeah.
Definitely.
So
But if you roll it up, then you can dip it in your ranch dressing. I like to dip my pizza in ranch
Yeah,
dressing.
but you take the triangle tip
some
and
of it.
dip it.
Well,
and
some of it I
This
do.
brings up a really important question. We have a 2-hour meeting coming up. Is there there food there?
Yes.
No, there better be.
There better be.
Hey, Danny's not happy enough with the one slice of pizza having 7,000 calories.
Yeah, right?
He dips it in
Ranch.
ranch.
Well, he goes and works
look
it up.
at him.
Look
and he's
at
like,
him.
"Ah, I don't know.
Yeah, can we talk about how he stays looking like that? I watch what you eat. Like when we go to Chinese, we get you Chinese,
Yeah.
and you like Big Macs,
come
and
on
you
now.
eat the Jimmy Dean's.
You ever
breakfast.
notice he disappears into the bathroom afterwards?
Hey, when God steals your hair, he gives you a metabolism.
That's right. Got to take one or the other.
He does. He does work out a lot.
And in
I
that
don't know
case,
if you
Danny must
realize.
have a ripping metabolism.
Oh my God. Jesus, can you
Hang
please
on,
take
here we
my
go.
hair to make me skinny?
Take it to the gun show, Dwyer. Do it.
Everybody's got to take a shot. Said
Right.
Danny.
It's funny.
We're just jealous.
All right. Anybody else want to go, Jen? You have one?
Yeah, my cop story.
Oh,
we
hit us
talked
with it.
about it this morning, but the number one thing that people wish for while they're driving on the road happened to me for the first time, and it was glorious. It was more glorious than how I thought it would feel. So it was
Extra glorious.
oh, it was extra glorious. That when
Sorry.
uh-huh.
I was checking.
I'm sorry, did Jen get boring on you?
No.
I'm just checking the comments. Go ahead.
He's listening to Jen. That was my voice.
Hi,
Oh,
Cheryl
Lord,
and
but I'm
Gresham.
gonna
Sorry,
listen
Jen,
to
go on.
Another thing of Jen. Anyways, so when you are passing somebody like in the right lane, they're going slow. You get in the left lane to pass them, but then the person coming up in the left lane behind you is hauling booty
Yeah.
down
Right.
the road,
Right.
and they are riding your. I'm trying not to put money in the cuss jar.
You've been doing such a great job of that already.
Thank you.
Hold up the jar, Jake.
Yeah.
Because on the air this morning, she just screamed out the word ass. So,
I said sorry.
now we're on Facebook. She just got
So the person gets up on your tush, and you're like, "Can you wait 5 seconds while I pass this car?" And they're so mad that you are going slower than them.
Right.
And then you get back over in the right lane, and they fly past you, and everybody thinks in that moment, "Man, I wish there was a cop around."
Now, playing devil's
Oh.
advocate, you're getting mad about something that you actually did to another person at the same time concurrently. Wouldn't it?
I wasn't
would-
riding the person going slower.
No, but you were upset about the person going slower.
I
in
wasn't
your lane.
upset. Just like they're going slow, I'm going to go around them.
Couldn't you have seen the car coming and waited for that car to go by and then pass the other person?
It's a hill.
It's not technically on her to do that.
It's
Yeah, don't get
it's a
Jake started
hill.
on
Like
logs
I
as
didn't
well,
really see
'cause he
him
knows it.
fly. You are ruining my good story.
I'm not
Oh,
ruining
here
it.
Joe
comes the big
Roberts?
eyes.
I'm
You
giving
got
you
big
options.
eyed. You got big eyed. You better hush.
Anyways, there was now. If you are from the Salem area, you know this. Highway 22, as you're heading out towards Detroit Lake, there's this hill right past the prison. You start to go up it. Well, if you're
Hello.
coming,
Oh, okay, I know that.
if you're coming down the hill, there's an exit to get off and go underneath 22, and there's a cop that sits there usually.
Ah.
And you better know there was an unmarked Mustang sitting right there when that guy went flying past me. And in my head, I went, hee, 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 hee. And then the guy saw him and started to brake. And I was like, bro, too late.
Yeah.
He got you. His lights flipped on.
You're
And I
burnt.
was like, yes.
Now, if you didn't know
baby
that cop was
Jesus.
there, now you do.
So let me ask you, does everyone, that's an interesting thing you said about the Mustang. Does everyone know what the unmarked cars are in their town? Mine's
yes.
mine's a Dodge Charger. He drives a gray Dodge Charger down through Columbia County, and he nails them left and right on 30.
Really?
Yours is a Mustang.
There's
You
a
know
few
what
of them.
Vancouver's
In
are?
Vancouver, they
of
drive the Ford Explorers. There's a white one.
Yes.
Yep.
Those are really tough to pick up.
I know.
I
Really
live
tough.
downtown next to the police station, so I know what they all look like.
Jake doesn't have to worry
I
about
don't
it.
notice them.
Yeah, he doesn't break the law.
No,
Yeah.
no,
Yeah,
he
the only
Jake
thing
never
get me
sees
on
them.
is jaywalking.
Let
and
me
that doesn't
let me
matter.
give a good plug for your Vancouver Ford.
Oh, please.
Because when I sold cars, a guy came in, and I kid you not, he drove all day, hour after hour, as a police officer, a Ford Explorer, and he came in. Guess what he was wanting to buy?
a Ford Explorer,
A Ford Explorer,
which is also what I drive. Thank you,
Yes.
Vancouver Ford.
And I'm like, it must be the greatest car ever. If you want to drive it for work and then jump in at the end of the day, he said, "Oh yeah, it's the
Yeah.
greatest."
That's why I
there
want to
you go.
upgrade
I'm not
mine.
gonna lie, I love it, and it has third row seating, so I have lots of room for the kids.
It-
And that, during road trips, that's a lifesaver. For me.
There you go.
I'm going to
That
upgrade
turned
mine
into a
this
weird
year.
Commercial, sorry guys.
Definitely.
Anyways, that has never happened to me, and everybody's been in that situation where they've thought, "Oh, I wish there was a cop to get that person."
Did you crazy eye him?
No, but
Didn't
I
need to.
wanted
No.
to figure out how to like go like this because he pulled over this way, so I was driving like this. I wanted to figure out how I could be like.
Jen drives by and there's pom poms flying out the window.
Okay,
Always give him a little beat just to be a
Sucks to
jerk.
suck, man.
we're running low on time, and I want to get to Jake and Danny's contributions and our goals this week. Alyssa says, "Hi guys, love the morning show. My kids and I listen every morning. Thank you, Alyssa, for that."
Yes, thank you.
Yes, thank you.
Jake, Danny, who wants to go next?
Mine's quick, and I know everybody hates this. It happens 3, 4, maybe even sometimes 5 times a day. You get a phone call on your phone, and it's a local number, and you pick it up and goes, "Hello, thank you for calling."
Hang
You
on.
remember?
Marriott
I'm like,
Rewards.
oh yes.
Yes.
Oh my god. Last
Yes.
night, this is the craziest scene. I set my phone to shut off at like 9:30. I don't want to hear any tones, any dings, nothing.
That's
So
why you
it's
didn't respond.
family time, man. Family time. So I shut it off.
Oh, we were family.
Somehow they managed to get through, and my phone rang at 11:15 last night.
Oh.
Did they get the wrath of Danny?
But here was the thing. The thing was, it was a 360 number. So I'm like, okay, so it's got to be somebody that I know in the neighborhood. Maybe it's one of the softball dads. Hey, we're going to go play golf this weekend. The weather's changing. You want to go hit some sticks, do whatever. Pick it up. It wasn't Marriott's record. Like, you're now a new member of blah, blah. I was like, oh my God. I was so furious. So I just shut it off. And I was like, I shouted out an explicit word. And my wife
Where are
laughed.
yours coming from, Danny? Because I've got.
The explicit words?
I'm looking at mine. Here, there's mine.
Let me see.
Yeah, that's like all of them.
Yeah.
That's a bunch of them.
Let's see, Las
provider
Vegas,
do you
Nevada,
have?
Dora, Alabama,
Verizon.
Houston, Texas.
Oh, you guys get
Tomball,
out of
Texas.
state ones.
Oh, yeah.
Wow,
Newark,
that's
New
interesting.
Jersey.
Oh, no, I
Dayton,
get-
Missouri.
Yeah, Rutherford, New Jersey. I got that one. That was fun. I thought that was Bon Jovi. Waco, Texas.
Was it Bon Jovi?
No, it wasn't. Damn it! I was really hoping he'd call me to go on tour with him.
He was
That'd be
living on a
fun.
prayer.
Yeah,
There's an app that I have through AT&T called Call Protect.
Yeah.
That you can register all the spammers that come through, and the numbers will never come through again, and they'll block them before they even get to you.
Ooh,
Mine-
nice.
mine
Verizon
says-
needs to pick that up.
Pro tip.
These are my calls. Scam, Scott. Scam,
No.
Barbara. Hello, Barbara. Scam, scam,
See,
Todd. My
So-
boss.
Saying,
calls
What he's,
you?
what
It
he's not
happens.
telling you is under my number, he has me listed as spam.
but it's crazy. I hate it. There's got to be.
You're listed
Which is
under-
not wrong.
Right. Yeah,
Fair.
right. You're
I
listed
call the
in-
guy a lot.
You're in the A section. Let's just leave it at that.
But there's got to be that. How do you get your
I mean, I'm in
name
the
back on the
a-hole
do
is
not
what you're
call
saying?
list? There's
I
got to
don't-
be a way to do that.
I
Do you
don't
trust that thing?
I don't know. That's the
think
thing. Is
that's
it really real?
No.
But I
No.
want to now that I have Verizon, you have AT&T. Maybe I should call Verizon and say, do you have
You
this
have like
program?
an app or, yeah.
What is it called?
Call Protect is the one. It's an app that you download, and it asks for your phone number. You sync it up, and it will block known spammers, and then you can register new ones as they come through.
Okay, so if you know that, get online. Let us know. We want to know. 'Cause
And
at
if
least
it's-
I want to know.
And if it's an unregistered number, but it's a spammer, it'll say telemarketer,
Okay.
so you'll know not to answer it. Too,
Yeah.
even
And
if it's a
where it
360.
says scam on here, sometimes if you pull that up, it says scam likely, and it gives you the number.
Right.
So you can also block it. Just hit block this.
I've done
caller.
that every time they
Yeah.
call in, and now I
They
block
call
them.
from these big phone banks, though, with
Sure.
Yeah.
That's so true, man.
Yeah.
There's
The
so
numbers,
many
yeah.
numbers.
It doesn't make a
yeah.
difference.
There's some of them now, and I'm sorry, I
No, you're fine.
won't drink. They're
You won't drink?
They'll call and it'll say your number. Have you seen those yet? I've heard about that. I haven't had
No.
that
Oh,
yet.
I haven't seen
So,
that.
Like,
Your
they,
number?
They use your number to call you.
Oh, that's funny. No, I haven't
Yeah.
seen that
Hello,
yet.
Yeah, it's-
Mojo.
Yeah, it's very
Interesting.
strange. Yeah.
I talk to myself in the mirror. Is that weird?
Nope.
Okay.
Not
Jake-
not unless you're talking back.
Yeah, then it's weird. Jake, what do you have this week?
like Ernest and
Yeah.
Vern.
Yeah.
That kind of thing? Okay.
See,
Thank you.
in the 80s, there was a show called Hey Vern, It's Ernest, and they had several movies. Ernest Saved Christmas, Ernest Went to Camp. He did lots
Yeah.
of things.
You know
Okay.
the Ernest movies?
Eggs Erroneous. Come on, Jake.
No?
Yeah.
I was just wondering.
Yeah, Jen has weird, like, she knows some of the stuff you know is, like, really, really old, but then some of the stuff that's newer you don't know.
And
So
then
we-
she'll be
we-
quick to say, well, that was before I was born. I'm like, yeah, so was Star Wars.
Like, she didn't know, what was it the other day, Jake?
Laverne and
One of the-
Shirley.
Laverne and Shirley or something like that, but then you did a Mr. Ed impersonation. He goes, oh, yeah, I know that, the talking horse.
He's
That's like from
that's called
1925.
selective
That's because she
shelter.
lived in
Oh.
Billings, Montana, where horses talk to you.
Oh, that's true.
They didn't get that channel.
Oh, Wilbur.
Wow.
Sorry, Jen.
Just picking on you,
Jake,
Jenny.
what do you have this week?
Do you guys miss the pre-DVR days a little bit?
A
Kind
little.
of. The sense of everyone watching at the same time.
Yes, that's what I'm
Yeah.
talking about.
And,
It's-
and going to the movie store and picking out your DVD or your VCR
Yeah,
type
that's-
tapes.
That was nice because
It
you
was
got it more
kinda fun.
immediate than like
The tangibleness.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was
I
kinda
always
fun.
thought that was cool. I was thinking about it just how you don't ever get to like experience TV with anybody else anymore.
Oh, you do it in some cases. Bachelor's a great example. I think
Yes.
that's a sense of
Yeah.
community. Everybody watches that.
Jen and I
That's
are
about
bored.
it, though.
It's a huge
Yeah.
nation.
Even like the singing shows,
love
people
it.
watch them on their DVRs now, not at the same time.
Well, like my daughter last night, she sent me a text. You've got to watch this show. You should start watching the show. And what will I do? I'll pull it up and I'll watch it by myself because it's out there to everybody.
Right.
Whereas before, maybe I would have sat down with my daughter to watch the show. Is that what you mean? Yeah.
And we can lament it all we want. We can sit here and go, I do miss those old days. But none of us would go back. Like, I'm not
No.
going to set my clock for 8 o'clock on Thursday for NBC's must see Thursday.
No,
Ever again.
to watch
No,
Friends.
You're right.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
And while I miss those days, I certainly would never give up the convenience of watching it when you want.
Right.
Yeah.
No.
True.
So it's kind of
I've-
like, I missed that, but not enough to bring it back.
I've never used DVR, so I don't know.
Really?
Oh, that's how I live my
What do you
life
mean you don't
because we're
ever use
always going so much.
I've never had one or used
Do you
it.
watch The Bachelor live each week?
No, usually the next day on like YouTube. but-
She streams it.
Huh.
Yeah.
Wow.
No, DVR
Now
is
we
my
feel
best
old.
friend. I mean, because
DVR is an old thing.
Yeah.
we
It's all
use,
about the on-demand now.
yeah,
Come on.
I use mine
Yeah.
with my Xfinity Comcast ad all the time. Play The Bachelor.
Cha-ching.
Boy, we're plugging these clients today, aren't we?
If you need a roof.
Alyssa said Redbox gives her anxiety, which is why she tries to watch it before the charges add up and
Yep.
race against time. That's a good one.
That's a good one.
Real quick, I know we got to wrap this up, but I want to go around the room, and since we brought up TV, I want to we challenge everybody.
1 minute to do this.
I know we challenge everybody in the room to give one word to kind of align and keep them focused on their goal throughout the year. So I want to go around the room, and I want you to give out your word that you're going to keep track of your goals with this year, or keep motivated with, and two, what one Netflix show that or movie everybody should try and watch this year. Recommend a movie
okay.
and give us your focus.
Does it have to be Netflix?
It doesn't know. Give me a
okay.
show period.
Okay.
That'll be fun, right? Danny, you want to start?
First word that comes to mind for me is happiness.
That's a good one.
But I don't watch
Best
Netflix.
of luck with that, Danny.
Thank you. I know. I'm gonna make people happy. I don't watch.
I'm glad
a
you
lot
said that
of
today and not
Netflix.
yesterday.
I also didn't say me. I need to be happy.
Yes, you do.
Netflix. I don't watch a lot of it, so I don't know the shows, but I'm interested in the Bird Box, so watch that.
Yes.
It can be Netflix or Hulu or whatever.
Yeah, sure.
It
Sure.
could be anything.
Right.
Bird Box was good.
I'm gonna
It's-
check that.
Ending was a little weird, but
Yeah.
It's creepy.
Yeah, I know it's weird,
Yeah,
but
it's good.
but why she didn't
Good.
name her kids Marco and Polo blows my mind. Missed opportunity.
Oh,
and
that's
I swear
good.
to God, if the baby
Don't-
names of 2019
No.
turn into boy and girl, I'm going to be upset with
Dude,
America.
you're telling too much. You're telling too
I'm
much.
not blowing away any plot lines by saying boy and girl.
there's a lot of people in Nashville that name their kids, "Hey, boy."
Spoiler alert, their kids aren't named Marco Polo. Sorry for ruining it. Go ahead, Jake.
I'm going to do acceptance.
Ooh, good one.
That's of myself mostly, and then like others is probably Tony quite a bit as well.
We'll accept that word.
Funny, mine's rejection. No, it's
Gosh. Ozark, I think, is I guess the show I've enjoyed the most. Yeah, recently.
dang. That's
Oh,
good.
that's good. That's
It's
a
fun.
good one.
It's fun.
If you love Breaking Bad, Ozark. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't
You
want to
took mine, so I'm going to go do a different
It's
one.
like not as great as I was hoping, but it's still worth a watch. You know what I mean?
I like Justin Bateman too.
Me too.
He doesn't fit that role on paper, but when you're watching it,
Yeah.
boy, he plays a good bad guy.
Is he one of those guys you look at and go, I wish I was kind of like him?
Yeah.
Yes,
yeah,
he's cool.
there's
Yes.
a weird coolness about him.
Yeah, I agree with that. Good one. Yeah.
Look at Jen.
Jason
She's like,
Bateman is he's the guy who was in Arrested Development.
His sister was in Family Ties with Michael J. Fox.
Oh,
Justine
you
Bateman.
just love
I think
There
he
you
was
go.
like a Teen Wolf version,
Yeah,
like a
he
TV
was.
one or
Something
something.
like that.
Okay.
All right.
That's cool. I'll look it up. I saw that eye roll. My word is authenticity.
Good one.
Yes. Trying to figure out how to be more myself. I think I do a pretty okay job, but I think I could do better. And TV show. It's more of a YouTube series. It's called Louder with Crowder.
Okay.
It's a conservative political comedy show.
Interesting.
Cool. Check it out. Louder with Crowder.
You know how funny conservatives generally are.
So you're saying that trumped every other show you could name, huh?
There was another one, but
conservative. Get it?
Oh,
Trump.
boy.
Sorry. Go ahead.
Ozark was definitely the one I was going to go with too, and there's so many.
It was going to be mine too. That's how good Ozark is.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing. Word that I'm going to go with, I think, is consistency, but I also was thinking about confidence because, just to be bluntly honest, some of the women that have dumped me over the last couple years have said it's due to a lack of confidence. So if I want to, if you want to get the kind of woman you want, you got to be that kind of guy that they're wanting.
Is it the fake it till you make it kind of mentality?
I think because I obviously have a very a lack of confidence, and I don't really feel that way, but
Right.
obviously I'm just exuding with it.
You don't come off that way to me, but I mean, I don't date you,
You're shy.
so I guess that's.
My wife Kimmy said that. She goes, Tony's really nice, but he seems so shy. So that's probably
Yeah.
why.
Because he doesn't think much of himself.
Yes.
There's that reason.
It's
Yeah.
true. You say things sometimes in the studio, and it sounds like you put yourself really down.
Yeah.
I think you should have to put dollars in the jar every time, like you make a
A self-deprecating. type of thing.
self-deprecating.
All right.
Now, okay,
I'll
so do we
that.
think it should be consistency or confident for Tony? What do you think?
Confident.
Confident.
Consistency. I couldn't care about his dating life less.
Okay, I was going to say consistency too, so I think we're at a stalemate.
Yeah, oh, if you're part of my life in a management or with Jake's not my manager, but in a sense he's the manager because he is the only one that follows rules. Jen and I
Oh.
try, but yeah, I think you would definitely say consistency.
I'll go with
Yeah.
confidently consistent. How about that?
There you
There you
go.
go. That's
There
Tony's
you
word.
go.
Should we
Uh,
put CC on mine then?
What'd you say?
Yeah.
Beautifully broken and confidently consistent.
Yes, I'm beautifully
There you go.
broken. And
So
see,
quick,
that's
Mojo, we're late for
I know.
our meeting.
of
Cheryl
confidence.
says the ranch. Katie says the ranch as well. My word is focus. Anything you do needs focus to succeed and be consistent with.
we don't want you any more focused.
Shows on Netflix. I watched it last night. It's so good. If you like Dexter or that movie with Mark Wahlberg where he's like a stalker boyfriend, it's a show called You. It's about 13 episodes. Really good. It's going to suck you in and you'll be sucked into it. You, focus, my words. That's it. We'll do this again next week. We got to go because we're late to a meeting again.
All staff
Out.
meeting.
Bye.
Oh, you know this is going to be good.